Welcome back to this week's episode of Unlocked. I have your favorite guest on, Mom.
Yes.
Everyone loves when you come on.
Oh, I love that.
I know, they do. They love when you come on. I think you and I need to do just like a podcast of just like women and daughters, and we need to do something like that. We'd want to do our cooking stuff.
Yes.
That's
happening.
Yes, that's happening.
Yeah.
Well, I found us a studio to do it at. So Mom and I want to do like cooking segments of, I'll do some of my bougie stuff. She'll do some of her like not bougie stuff. Yeah. Hey, people love like some good like caviar and chicken nuggets. It's life-changing. Ask Chloe. Chloe loves it.
I'm okay.
Chloe loves it.
I'm okay. I don't know what you did to her while I was gone, but okay.
She told me, she said that y'all are all crazy.
That we're crazy?
She told me that yesterday.
Oh, okay.
She said, they're crazy. I got to get out of here.
We probably are. She's probably accurate on that, but that's okay. That's okay.
She have the best sense of humor?
She does. She does.
Like, you're always laughing around her.
Yeah, she's funny.
How has she been doing?
She doesn't even know it.
How's she been doing in school?
She's been doing okay. Yeah, we're getting by.
We're getting by.
And you know what? The thing about it is, she goes to school with joy in her heart every day. Yeah. Doesn't matter if she's doing good or not. She's going every day. She does not like to miss school. She was about to have a panic attack the other day when I left to go out of town because your dad was like, now, Chloe, if you don't get up, we'll just take the day off. And she's like, I can't do that. I can't do that.
Yeah, because for anyone that knows Dad, growing up, he... like, if he was responsible for taking us to school, we just made sure we got there before 11.
Yeah, you were not getting there on time. That's
no.
Right. So that's why it happened very rarely.
Yes, very rarely.
Yeah.
But yeah, she is. She is so sweet. She's hilarious. I love her. Well, I told you, whenever for career day, she wanted to be Kevin Hart.
Yeah.
Like, and this was at like, I don't know, second grade. Like, it's hilarious.
Yeah, she is. She's funny.
Okay, so there's that. And then, okay, how have you been now? It's because how many months are we in?
Let's see. So June, July, August, September, October. We're coming up on 6 months.
That's crazy.
6 months on the 28th.
6 months since you got out. And how has it been?
I really feel like it's taken me some time. I feel like it's taken me this 6 month period, and I will never be the same person that I was before. So I feel like it's taking me some time. I'm not going to lie.
No, but there's also too, just random weird things that you do. Like, I don't know if you still do it, but I noticed it. I don't know. Maybe I noticed it like a month or two ago, a few months ago, but like you go to shower and you take off your clothes, you fold them in like a neat little pile, and you set it there, and it's dirty clothes. I know. Like, you never used to do that.
That probably is because, when you're away, you have to carry everything with you, and you have to keep everything organized because you can't forget something because you have to have everything to change into and out of. So I think that was. And then y'all give me a hard time about my shoes.
Y'all, she wears these damn prison shoes, and I'm like, did you not get enough of that while you were there? Okay,
so
I hope Daddy threw them away. I'm gonna text him while I'm here.
No, you're not. Yes, exactly. I've had enough. So it's just these like slides, and that's what I wore home because I left my tennis shoes for other women that didn't have shoes, and my tennis shoes were in good shape. So
so can we talk about like how when you walked out, you had on these slides. Like, Dad had on tennis shoes.
Right. Well, I left my tennis shoes because my tennis shoes were relatively new. And I think because when I first got there, we didn't get to order shoes for like 6 or 8 months. So someone gave me a pair of used shoes, and that's what I wore for the first 6 or 8 months that I was there.
Wow.
And so I think it was just me going back to that, and here I had a brand new, they were like brand new shoes, and I was like, I'm not taking these home when I can leave them for somebody that doesn't have them, or somebody maybe that doesn't get money to be able to buy shoes, because they don't just give you tennis shoes, you have to buy those. So yeah, so I didn't care. I was like, and I still have those slides, and that's what she's giving me a hard time about. Literally, this is something weird. Like I was never big to walk around like barefooted anyway, but even more so because, you know, you don't do that when you're there. You don't.
No.
Like my feet never touch the ground, period, the floor, ever. And so I just got in the habit of always wearing the slides. And so now it's like if I'm walking around, I'll have like on my pajamas and I'll have on those slides. And she gives me a hard time about it.
Yeah, it just...
It's a pair of slides. Who cares?
Well, again... Why live in a world of these prison slides when you can live in a world of Uggs?
Well, go buy me some. That's a good thing for you to do. Go get me a pair of Uggs. I'll wear whatever you get me.
I am. I'm going to get you a pair of Ugg slippers.
Okay.
Because if I can get rid of these damn prison slides, they're gone. They are gone. So with holidays now, we're in the midst of it.
Right.
How do you feel?
It still kind of feels surreal. I'm not going to lie. Like, you know, I did my menu. I sent it to you. I sent it to your dad. I was like, does this look okay? And then you added a couple things that I had forgotten. And so I went and I did all my food shopping. I did that on Sunday. And then on Monday, I'm still buying more stuff. For stuff, just little things.
Did you
I
get
forgot.
my strawberries?
I'm getting them when I leave here. Don't worry, when I leave here.
Well, we're gonna tell
the dessert that she's added.
We're gonna tell the story about that one.
Yeah,
but it still feels surreal.
Yes, and so I'm super excited about it. I'm super excited just about the holidays in general, of being able to be at home, because as I have said on Chrisley Confessions 2.0 and here, the holidays are the worst times, you know, because you're just like, it's bad. Like from this time through the New Year's, it's just like, ugh. But so I'm super grateful. Yeah. So,
because holidays were tough, and
very.
The first Thanksgiving, I took the kids because I was trying to figure out what we were gonna do, and everybody was fussing and fighting and whatever. And I finally was just like, all right, we're just not gonna act like it's the same holiday. So that's when we went and stayed at Brittany and Jason's house in Turks.
Right.
And we just acted like it was another day,
right.
And that was what was best for us.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. So I'm excited to get back into the swing of things and be able to, you know, cook. You're going to help me. So, yeah.
Well, I mean, heck, for Christmas, I cooked the whole Christmas meal of and I did turkey, ham, dressing, gravy. I made it all myself.
Girl, so you can do it all.
Yeah, no, I'm good. That's back to you.
Turn it back over to you.
No, I'm all set. That's back to you. Because now I actually get to enjoy the food.
Yeah.
Because I don't care what anyone says, food is never as enjoyable if you have to cook it.
That's true. That's true. Well, and for me, I'm real bad about like picking while I'm cooking. So then by the time everybody sits down, I'm not even hungry.
Yeah.
A, because I've cooked it, and B, because I've just been picking along the way. So yeah. Not a good thing.
I love it.
Not a good thing.
I sent you and I were in the store, and I wanted to make like this frozen strawberry salad.
We actually talked about this on our podcast.
You did?
Yeah.
Well, that's my story.
Okay. Well,
so I don't care.
Okay.
See, they're stealing my content for their podcast.
That's not true. It just happened to fall. We both experienced it.
Yeah, no, they're stealing my content. I'm suing them. Next lawsuit's coming from me.
All right, go ahead.
No, so I wanted this frozen strawberry salad so bad from this place here in town called the Puffy Muffin. Love it. It's amazing. And they didn't have the strawberries where we needed them. Mom placed an Instacart order, and the Instacart order comes. They take a picture of it at our door, and then the person who delivered it had to have taken the order back with them.
I'm wondering that, or I'm wondering if like somebody else thought it was theirs, like neighbor. I don't know. It was so weird.
Well, I don't know. Something had to have happened.
But anyway, they sent a picture, and it was of the stuff at the side door.
Yes.
So I tell Savannah, go out and get the stuff. It's here.
And I come in, I'm like, it's not here. And she goes, yes, it is.
I said, right, here's the picture.
She came out and it was not there. And then we started going through placing like a claim with Instacart saying our order didn't arrive. And then the order shows up at the front door.
But it was only half of it.
It was only half of the order. So it's the craziest thing.
Yeah, it was crazy. And that's why, I really don't like those kind of delivery things. Like, this, I have always
you like
been one.
Picking out your own groceries.
Yes.
I love delivery services.
No, I just don't, because I like to look, I like to see, make sure my lettuce looks good. I like to look at the date on my milk. I like to look at the meats. I like all that. And I'm sorry, like, that was just my escape. Y'all's whole life. I could say, okay, Todd, I'm going to the grocery store. I'll be back in 2 hours.
Yeah, literally. And I love delivery services. It saves me so much time.
I don't.
And like, I don't even buy meat from the grocery store. I don't trust the meat from the grocery store anymore.
Well,
like, I buy it from butchers.
Well, you're so bougie, but it's okay.
Like, people buy meat from Costco. I just can't do it.
I mean, it is what it is.
I mean, it's just one of my weird things.
Well, and that's okay, because I like to eat with you when you eat good like that.
Yes. So. Literally, like my steaks that I'm
like, you want to get us steaks?
Yeah.
Go ahead and get us some steaks from your place.
From my...
Oh, that place. Yeah, the place. The butcher. That's where you got me busted when I was... I came home.
It's not my fault you look busted.
Oh, no. It is.
You look busted. When it comes to holiday gifting, I want to give things that people really love. Beautiful, timeless pieces they'll wear for years. That's why I'm going with Quince. From Mongolian cashmere sweaters to Italian wool coats, everything is premium quality at a price that actually makes sense. Quince has something for everyone. The soft Mongolian cashmere sweaters for $50 that look and feel like designer pieces, silk tops and skirts for dressing up, perfectly cut denim for everyday wear, and outerwear that actually keeps you warm. My new favorite piece that I just got in is the 100% leather blazer. I am in my brown era, okay? I love any and all shades of brown. I swear that's all my wardrobe consists of. That's why I love Quince. I ordered the 100% leather blazer in the rich brown color. It is a true statement piece. I've worn it for meetings and I've worn it out on date nights. It is so versatile. You can dress it up or dress it down. It also has such a classic cut and timeless design. It is the perfect choice for any occasion. So you can elevate your style and add a touch of luxury to your wardrobe. So here's your opportunity to find gifts so good you'll actually want to keep them with Quince. Go to quince.com/unlocked for free shipping on your order and 365-day returns. Now available in Canada. That's QUINCE.com/unlocked to get free shipping and 365-day returns. Quince.com/unlocked. This episode of Unlocked is brought to you by Progressive Insurance. Fiscally responsible, financial geniuses, monetary magicians. These are things people say about drivers who switch their car insurance to Progressive and save hundreds. Because Progressive offers discounts for paying in full, owning a home, and more. Plus, you can count on their great customer service to help you when you need it, so your dollar goes a long way. Visit Progressive.com to see if you could save on car insurance. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and affiliates. Potential savings will vary. Not available in all states or situations.
I came home and Savannah's like, Mom, come with me to the butcher. I really want to show you this butcher I've been going to.
Because she loves stuff like that.
I said, Savannah, I can't. Look at me. My hair hasn't been done. I look crazy. Mama, nobody cares. Nobody's going to get a picture of you. Oh my God.
Next thing we know, I will never forget.
Next thing we know.
Well, we didn't even tell the story of when the article came out. It popped up, of course, like breaking news, like on a Fox thing that popped down at the top of my screen. Julie Chrisley seen for the first time since prison. And we're standing in the kitchen. We're all in the kitchen. And I literally look at you and I go, oh my God. You said, what? I said, he's going to kill us. And you said, what is it? And I showed it to you. And your face. And then you said, just tell him. Just tell him, Savannah. Just tell him. And so I had to tell Daddy. And he said, see, I told y'all that was going to happen.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah, so that was it. All because, she can't get meat at the grocery store like a normal person. But it's okay.
You liked my butcher, don't you?
I do love it. It's great.
That's where we're getting our turkey, right?
Yeah, tomorrow you're picking that turkey up.
Okay, we got to get strings to tie the legs. They'll probably have some
Savannah,
there.
you got a lot of stuff required for this turkey. I never had to do all that.
Well, your turkey was always dry.
Well, you always ate it.
No, I always put a ton of gravy on it, and you better make the gravy too, because I remember you forget sometimes. Yeah, it's fine.
Okay,
it's gonna be great.
We got it under control. Listen, and what we mess up at Thanksgiving, we'll make it right at Christmas.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, no, we're not gonna do the same meal for Christmas.
No, we'll do something different at Christmas.
Steaks. I'll be making steaks.
Yeah, and we'll do all of our appetizers on Christmas Eve. Super excited for that.
Okay, so what
Let me tell you what's been going on. Let me tell you one thing that was weird that happened to. So Grace and I went to Vegas for the weekend.
This is weird. I kind of heard you touch on it to Dad, but I didn't hear all about it.
So Grace and I went to Vegas just for a quick weekend to the Formula One race. He asked his dad, sent him this long text message about it.
Oh, trust me. Grayson sent me and someone else a text and asked if we wanted to donate to the cause.
Yeah.
And he had a business proposition and yeah.
So Grace and I went to Vegas for a weekend. It's just a quick 2 nights. And I was so happy to get to spend time with them, just the two of us. We actually went to the UNLV football game at Allegiant Stadium. That was super fun, even though it was cold and rainy, which is weird for Vegas. Yeah. But then we went to the Formula One. I don't really get the Formula One
They
racing.
go so fast that it's like you don't even see it happen.
And like the track, the one lap around is like 3 miles. So you're seeing them whoop one time. I mean, literally it's like whoop, whoop. I mean, so that's it. Like 50 times. It was 50 laps. So we went 50 times and then it was done. He loved it though, but he's watching it on his phone on the app because you can only see it when it's just going by like 200 something miles an hour,
That's crazy.
But there were so many people there. It was crazy. I'm like, I just don't know about this sport. I think this might be a better sport to watch. Like go to a sports bar with a huge screen, watch the whole thing. But anyway, he loved it. We walked like 23,000 steps on Friday. And then, but we had to get an Uber. No, we had to get like ride share at certain points, right? So we do this one ride share. Well, I couldn't, he had it on child lock. And that's a no-no. Like I watched stuff. They say always make sure that if you're doing a ride share that the door is not on child lock because you can't, if something were to happen, you can't get out.
I actually don't ever check this and I should.
Yeah, everyone, you should always check it. Make sure that the doors are not on child lock because once you're in there, you can't get out. And I'm sitting there trying to unlock the door, trying to get out. And finally I was like, no, I need you to take this off child lock. I'm not leaving until it's taken off child lock. But it was so weird. But then I get back from the trip and I don't know if you saw this thing on the news.
What?
Which is even crazier. Okay. In Nashville, it says a Lyft driver accused of exposing himself and watching pornography during a ride in Nashville.
What? What did it say?
The victim told the police that the driver exposed himself, played a pornographic video on his phone, and touched himself inappropriately during the ride in Nashville.
So he's just riding down the road and...
You tell me. But they actually charged this guy.
Good.
Like, he got charged back. How weird is that?
Well, there's a lot of weird stuff happening. I also saw a thing about when you get in these rideshare services, like when you go to get in the car and there's bottles of water, even if the water is not open, do not drink it because they are starting to put fentanyl in the water.
Yeah, and they inject it with like a needle so it's so tiny that you would never even see it.
Yeah. It's absolutely insane.
Yeah, isn't that scary?
It is
so
scary.
scary.
It's especially here in Nashville, you're seeing a huge rise in stuff like this. There was a girl in Germantown who this guy followed her. She was leaving the
concert.
Sabrina Carpenter concert. This guy follows her. She didn't really think anything of it, and she held the door for him at her apartment complex because she thought he was like, lived in that apartment too. Right. No, he attacked her in the elevator, tried like sexually assaulting her. She gets away. Meanwhile, the guy's got a rap sheet a mile long and has been charged with sexual assault. I believe he was charged with rape.
Oh my God.
But that's what you get with our mayor, what's his name?
But I tell you all the time, because our
Nashville Mayor O'Donnell, right?
I don't know.
Yes, hold on. He is absolutely insane. Yes. Freddie O'Connell is his name. That's how irrelevant he is because of how terrible he is. He is absolutely awful. You have these people walking around Nashville with a rap sheet a mile long, and he is taking police presence away. He's a die-hard lib.
I don't know how you would do that in a town like Nashville where there's so much hospitality and so many people come in to visit, and I feel like it makes us a target because there's such a large influx of people that are just like temporarily here.
Yes.
And I do think it's scary, even though I still feel like Nashville is relatively safe. I worry about you all the time. I say it all the time. Pay attention to your surroundings. I've said this your whole entire life because you're getting better, but you've always thought like you could do anything and you're invincible and nobody's going to mess with you.
Well, especially now with everything that I'm doing.
Yes.
I'm definitely more alert and more aware. I mean, it's crazy. Yeah. See, look, even right now. So our mayor, hold on, doxing key accusations, doxing federal agents. Republicans claim O'Connell endangered federal law enforcement by publicly asking for the names and charges of everyone arrested, using city resources to aid illegal aliens, concealing information. I mean, it's bad. I mean, the amount of people, like I have met law enforcement officers that have quit because they don't even feel safe working in Nashville due to our mayor.
That's crazy. That is crazy.
Yeah.
That is really crazy.
Like it's just the amount of crime that's happening and the people that are getting away with it we're not talking for people that come at me, oh, your parents committed crimes, whatever. No, they were pardoned. They'll let that argument go. But it's like violent crimes and violent crimes against women. And
it's just crazy.
So many women need to be more careful and cautious. Like, don't be worried about being the sweet one. Like, if you get a bad vibe from someone, I mean, remember when I called you and I was at a local restaurant and there was a guy, I was sitting outside and there was a guy that walked by 3 or 4 times, and then he came in and sat a table over from me, used his menu to kind of shield his face, but you could see his eyes looking over at me, and didn't order anything. I got the check, was like, all right, it's time for me to go. And he looked so defeated when I got up. And then when I got up, I walked opposite way of where I was going because I didn't want him to know where I was going.
Right.
And then he gets up and proceeds to leave.
Yeah.
Didn't order anything.
Yeah, if you have a weird feeling, you don't need to just blow it off, because 9 times out of 10, there's a reason that you have that feeling.
Yeah. All right, y'all. Before I go into this next sponsor, I just have to tell you, I'm going to be giving you a huge, huge, huge discount code for Lola Blankets. So you better listen. Don't miss out. It is 40% off. I cannot believe that we are quickly approaching upon Christmas. It seems like this year has just flown by. But when it comes to Christmas, I absolutely love the art of gift giving. It just, honestly, I think it does more for me than it does the person that's actually receiving the gift. And I love giving gifts that just make people feel good. And that's where Lola comes into play. Lola is the world's #1 blanket crafted with ultra soft luxury vegan faux fur and a signature 4-way stretch that sets it apart. It's machine washable, double hemmed for durability, and stays flawless. No pilling, no shedding, even after repeated washes. It's the kind of quality you can feel the moment you touch it. I am absolutely obsessed, you guys. I literally have used my own code that I'm about to give you for myself multiple times. That tells you how obsessed I am, and everyone in my life is getting a Lola blanket for Christmas. For me, it helps to ease the anxiety. I like my space feeling comfortable and cozy. Lola is my go-to gift. It's personal, beautiful, and something people actually use every single day. This time of year, when you're decorating and pulling your home together, a Lola isn't just a blanket. It's a missing piece that makes your space feel complete, warm, and inviting. I discovered Lola through a friend of mine, and now I'm obsessed. I am hooked. Lola has over 10,000 5-star reviews, and once you feel it, you'll know why. There's a reason it's called the world's #1 blanket. This thing is next level. It also comes in a range of sizes. They also make weighted blankets for calming therapeutic vibes, and don't miss the matching pillows. Give the gift of softness this holiday season with Lola blankets. For a limited time, our listeners are getting a huge 40% off their entire order at lolablankets.com by using code UNLOCKED at checkout. Just head to lolablankets.com and use code UNLOCKED for 40% off. After you purchase, they'll ask you where you heard about them. Please support our show and tell them we sent you. If you've been listening to me for a while, then you know I have had my really high highs and really low lows. And honestly, that's just part of life. Whether you're going through a breakup or like me and your parents went to prison. Therapy was my go-to. But I'm not gonna lie, finding a therapist is hard enough, but finding one who actually takes your insurance, that's where most online therapy platforms fall short. Many don't work with insurance at all, which means you're stuck paying the full cost out of pocket or paying for an expensive monthly subscription. Rula does things differently. They partner with over 100 insurance plans, making the average copay just $15 per session. That's real therapy from licensed professionals at a price that actually makes sense. Think about it. You use your health insurance benefits to maintain your physical health, so why wouldn't you do the same for your mental health? And Rula isn't just affordable, the experience is tailored around you. Other online therapy platforms might match you with the first available provider, whether or not they're the right fit. Rula considers your goals, preferences, and background to provide you a curated list of licensed in-network therapists who are actually aligned with what you need, because they know that finding the right therapist can make all the difference. There's no wait list, no frustrating back and forth. Rula makes it easy to find a mental health provider who is accepting new patients, and appointments available as soon as tomorrow. Go to rula.com/unlocked to get started today. That's rula.com/unlocked for quality therapy that's covered by insurance. Thousands of people are already using Rula to get affordable, high quality therapy that's actually covered by insurance. Visit rula.com/unlocked to get started. After you sign up, they'll ask how you heard about them. Please support our show and let them know we sent you. That's rula.com/unlocked. You deserve mental health care that works with you and not against your budget. So you and Dad talked about something on your podcast a few weeks ago that like people loved, which I had no idea, but it was talking about a gray divorce.
Yes.
Can you tell people what that was?
Oh my gosh, this has gotten lots of traction.
It has.
So a gray divorce is basically people over the age of 50 that have been married for an extended period of time getting a divorce, and for the different reasons and why it has changed. You know,
So
back
what
in
was
the
the
day.
reason?
Well, it's because women now sometimes, more times now than in the past, are making making enough money to support themselves. You know, back in the day, women would stay in a marriage, stay with a man just because they couldn't afford not to.
Yeah.
You know, and so now women are able to be self-supportive. I think women are just now able to have a voice, you know, that we should have had all along.
Yeah.
But let's see, what else? What other reasons were? People are living longer. So they're living longer. So it's like, they're like, okay, just because I'm 50, 55, 60, whatever, you know, I still have 20, 30 years to live. I'm not just going to settle. I'm going to be happy. I'm going to be fulfilled, or I'm just going to be at peace. And so that was one of the reasons. Yeah.
I didn't know this. So this is why I wanted to look up that, just like stats on, because those people that are now getting divorced, do you believe that those men are marrying younger women?
Oh, I'm sure because, you know, I mean, I think our just society as a whole, listen, we're all searching for this fountain of youth, men and women. So whether it's cosmetic surgery or whether it's just taking care of your body and working out, and you know, a 60-year-old is not today what a 60-year-old was 30 years ago. You know, I mean, it's crazy. It was like the Golden Girls. When the Golden Girls first started, we all thought they were old, but really some of the Golden Girls, they were not even like as old as me, some of them, when they started. But if you look at them on the screen, you think they're old ladies.
Crazy.
You know, so it was weird. So yeah, and absolutely. Then they're, I'm sure.
So as of 2022, the typical age gap between husbands and wives in the U.S. is about 2.2 years.
Okay.
Husbands older on average.
Right.
This is down from about 2.4 years in 2000 and 4.9 years in 1880. For married men aged 50 plus, approximately 75% of them are married to women who are at least 1 year younger. Only about 10% of those men have wives who are older than they are.
Right.
The median first marriage age in the U.S. is rising, around 30 for men and 28 for women in recent years.
Okay, that's funny that you say that. And this is crazy because, you know, we don't talk about what we're going to talk about before. But something I had pulled up, which is right in line with that. There is an article that I was just reading literally this morning. And it states, adolescence lasts until age 32, according to a study that reveals 4 key turning points in brain aging.
What?
Yeah, the key ages in which the brain changes, according to science, are age 9, 32, 66, and 83. A new study from neuroscientists at the University of Cambridge reveals 4 pivotal ages in a person's brain through the lifespan. They noted the adolescent brain in particular, in which scientists saw the largest overall shift in trajectory of the brain, and noted that this phase can last until the age of 32.
That's okay. That makes sense. Why I don't date my age. That makes sense.
That brain, after that, the brain enters the adult phase. So literally from 32 to 66, and then it starts entering the early aging brain phase. So adolescence lasts much longer than we thought.
That's crazy.
But it makes so much sense to me.
There also, when it comes to this, I find it so interesting that the phenomenon of remarriage after divorce shows that men remarry faster than women on average.
That's not shocking to me.
One article states remarriage after divorce shows that 64% of men tend to remarry faster than women within 1 to 3 years after a divorce.
I believe that. That doesn't shock me at all.
And then it also states, research indicates that larger age gaps can correlate with higher divorce risk when the wife is older than the husband. Example, a man married to a woman 3+ years older is 87% more likely to initiate divorce.
Really? That's interesting.
Which is crazy.
Yeah,
and then it also
crazy.
says that divorced middle-aged men with resources or new financial and social freedom often date younger women.
Well, of course they do. Of course they do. That's just a part of it. That's just a part of it.
What do you mean?
Well, I mean, listen, I used to say, like, that's crazy, you know, just as a 52-year-old woman. Why would you want to date somebody that's young, that you don't have, you know, you can't talk about music and you can't talk about life events and you can't talk about anything. And as I'm saying, oh my God, my feet hurt, I can't sleep and I'm snoring and my weight and menopause and all that. And then I'm like, well, shit, no wonder you with somebody 15 years younger. I can see that. I can understand that.
I absolutely love how you are.
It's just true. Like,
Yeah. But also, what about the couple? Okay, please find the couple. That the super good looking couple, he's got totally gray hair. He's so hot. They've got like a 30-year age gap. She's now pregnant.
Yes. I see that.
They're like a TikTok couple.
Yes.
Who are they?
I don't know, but I know what you're talking about.
Find them. TikTok couple age gap pregnancy. Okay, here they are. Got it. Actually 37 years.
Oh my God.
So let me see. Oh, no. That was a different one. There's multiple TikTok age gap couples.
Okay.
Because this is a big thing on TikTok right now.
Right.
About age gap couples.
Right.
Michael and Emily are only 19 years apart.
Only. Okay.
Yeah, they're only 19 years apart.
Okay. But you know what thing? Okay, so let's take this.
Yes.
This guy. This here. So he doesn't have children.
No.
They're going to have a baby.
Yes.
And I think that's a big difference too. You know, I think
Yeah.
if you have an older man, it's not like he's got 2 or 3 kids that he's bringing in and then he's got this young wife and they're going to start over and have babies.
Yes.
He's never had children before, I don't think.
No.
He's so I think that's a little different situation. I mean, to each their own, I guess.
I mean, but
I'd like to be a hater and be like, but I get it.
You're seeing more of it, though. You see that. You see Caroline Levitt and her husband are 32 years apart.
Yeah, that's a lot.
32 years apart.
That's a lot.
But it works for them.
I mean, and that's the thing. And I say this about anything and everything. And I've said this before. I don't care who you love. I don't care if you're gay, if you're straight, if you like them old, if you like them young, whatever you like, as long as they're legal and not whatever. That's when I say young, I mean legally over 18. It's fine. Do whatever makes you happy, as long as it's 2 consenting adults.
But it's also
that's a lot to me. It's weird and it weirds me out that. I don't know.
What is it? What weirds you out?
Because I don't want you to be with somebody that's my age. Like, I shouldn't have more in common with them than you do.
But I think when it comes down to it, like, granted, things are definitely different. And you have to keep in mind, like, you and Dad's relationship is very, like, old school, right? He expects you to do X, Y, and Z.
Right.
Like, you'll be in the house cleaning. You'll be, like, I'm sorry. Like,
Well, no, listen, I'm not some, like, barefoot and pregnant. I do what I want. But, yes, there are expectations. But these are expectations that we set forth early on. He had a clear expectation of marriage, and so did I. And I feel like we followed that. Now, we have changed, we have evolved, we have grown, all those things that are healthy and that we should do. But
y'all had like
we have this core.
But y'all had like the old school marriage.
Yeah, we have an old school marriage, meaning you don't step out of your marriage, meaning you have mutual respect.
No.
Meaning we're not separated just since the breakfast table.
No.
So if that's old school, then yeah, we have old school.
No, I appreciate that. And I love like all of those things. But at the same time, like, Dad is not one of these people that is like gonna make you your water before bed, or
no,
like
no, that ain't happening.
dote on you. Like, Dad's just not that person.
No, he's not.
I crave that.
No,
like, I love that.
He's not that person.
But I think it's because, like,
that's why I say, if I were to die, I would laugh myself out of heaven, because I know he would end up trying to get him with a young girl, and they would want that.
Yeah.
They would want all that dough, and he'd be like, nah, it wouldn't laugh. I would laugh. I'd be like, you thought that's what you were getting, but you're not.
That is hilarious.
Yeah.
That is so true, though.
It's
But
so true.
why do you think that is?
What?
Well, I think for me, I have definitely transitioned from being like, granted, I can still be very hard, but there's also a lot of moments that I find myself in and being softer
and that's just growing up. That's just you growing up, I think, and maturing in yourself. Listen, and what works for one doesn't work for the other. I think what works for me and Dad, it works for us. Like,
Yeah.
I don't need, if he came up
But
to me
you
and was
don't
like,
want that.
honey, can I help you do something? I'm like, what the hell's wrong with you? Something's wrong. Like, no, I don't need you to, I can go where I need to go. I can do what I need to do. I appreciate your support, your love. You're always there. Great. But I don't need that coddling, like, oh, let me do this for you. I'd be like, something's wrong. You're either dying or you're guilty of something. Like, that wouldn't work.
I think for me, it's because I've been in relationships where I haven't had it. And then it's like, all right, I love, like, all right, being left a note, or like making my water, or doing this or doing that. Like, I love stuff like that. Like, it's the little acts that, like.
And see, like I said, there's a hat for every head.
And that's why I think, like, older men, they know that they kind of.
Well, no, Samantha, they're just grateful to have somebody young and pretty.
See, that's what I mean. So, like, they're going to work harder for it.
But you understand, that's fleeting. Because, yes, you're young, you're
I'm always
beautiful,
going to look
you're
better
28.
than they look.
Well, who knows? You don't ever know. And you ain't going to be 28 forever. And there'll be another beautiful, young 28-year-old. There's always out there somebody younger, prettier, skinnier, smarter. Always. So you just got to be sure of yourself.
Well, I actually really did love where this conversation went today, because we never know with us.
No, you don't ever know.
And we actually
but
touched
now we know Chase has got about 3 more years, because he's 29. So you got to give your brother a little grace, because he's still adolescent.
Oh, here we go.
He's still adolescent.
Okay, give Chase 3 more years.
Yeah, he's still an adolescent.
3 more years.
Yeah, him and Chloe are still adolescents.
Still adolescents.
Yeah.
Also, when are we starting our shot?
Whenever you get it.
Okay, well, we just relaunched the site, GoodGirlRX.
GoodGirlRX.
It is doing so well. I am shocked. We have put 0 marketing behind it, and it is like taken off just with I now am 100% owner of the business.
So this is what we're going to do. Savannah's going to get me lined up so I can get on the shot. She's going to get on the shot. And then we're going to kind of journal. We're going to bring y'all along for our journey to see how me, a 52-year-old woman, way past menopause, you, 28,
and
young, and just
me,
kind of how it affects each of us differently. And
also for me, though, it's not even necessarily about losing the weight. Like,
mine is.
I definitely feel comfortable when my number is at a certain range.
Right.
I feel better about myself.
Right.
But my blood work is like so off. Right. I did this panel of blood work. My cholesterol is crazy, like blood sugar, A1C. I've got like vitamin deficiencies. So I'm going to do the GLP-1
with some peptide therapy.
Yes, and then redo my blood work to see where it's at, because the fact that I'm my age, like my cholesterol.
Yeah, you shouldn't. This is early, so we're gonna and we'll talk about it on here and on Crystal Confessions 2.0. We'll kind of talk about our good girl journey. Good girl says, I feel like I should be getting a check, because
hey, you're fine.
I came up with that name many years ago.
We were gonna do it for a speakeasy. You and I both came up with it. We were sitting at the nice guy.
We still might. Who knows?
Yeah.
But I'm just saying, I feel like I should be getting some kind of check for that. But maybe she'll help me out with my GLP-1s.
Yeah. Okay, Todd. Okay.
So we are going to let you guys like go along on this journey, and we're going to be transparent.
And Dad's also he's going to see a doctor about his peptides.
Right.
So he'll get his peptides from me too, which is awesome.
Yep. So we're going to do the peptide, but we're going to do the GLP-1 and just kind of see where this goes. We're going to try to get ahead of the game.
Yes, because after the new year, everyone is wanting to get healthier and look their best and feel their best. After the holidays, you just feel like garbage. So I think this is going to be a great start. And what I'm so excited about is obviously NAD injections, but we also have an NAD face cream, which
I'm super excited. I'm waiting on mine right now. And I think it was for people also because we are a world of instant gratification.
Yes.
We like it. You had said you were tracking an order and within an hour, that order had already shipped.
Yes.
So somebody had placed an order and within an hour it had already shipped. So
I undercover bossed it.
Yeah.
So when I took over 100% ownership, I will be the first to say that the first go round, my partners, unfortunately, I think they just dropped the ball. They did not operate how I was being led to believe that they were operating. I just don't know if they were in over their head. They had other priorities. You know, they were great people, but I just didn't like the operations of it. And there was some negative feedback about shipping and not receiving certain products. Customer service wasn't where it needed to be. And now we have done great numbers and we're not getting any customer service emails.
I love that.
Because people are getting their orders, they're shipping, and it just brings me so much pride to see it do a complete turn.
And you are continuing to add new products.
Yes.
So there will be new products added. So go check it out because your prices, and I've checked around, your prices are super competitive.
Yeah.
And you already have a great just assortment of different things that you're looking for. So
I'm so excited. And I guess this is just a little encouragement for you if you're listening, especially women. Women-owned businesses are on the rise. Forbes just put out an article about it and how women are putting their careers first. And there's so many businesses opening that women have started. So if there's something on your heart or your mind and you're worried about taking that next step to start your own business, do not be afraid. The fear of failure is the biggest downfall of all of us. I mean, imagine how much you could accomplish if you weren't so fearful of failing.
That's right.
So go out there, start your business, have a woman-owned business. There are so many perks and benefits to it, especially within the government. They love women-owned businesses.
Yep.
So go out here, start your business. Don't be afraid. I look forward to welcoming you to the Good Girl family, and Mom and I are going to get on this cooking show. We're going to get on the health journey. There's so much that Mom and I want to do. So we're going to make it happen.
that's right. Thank you for having me.
Love you.
Love you.